Some of the worst things poor parents teach their children. As a parent, you want to do everything in your power to help your children succeed. But sometimes, well-meaning advice can actually do more harm than good. Let's take a look at some of the worst lessons poor parents give to their children and what to do instead. Welcome to Lux Diva, the place to dream, learn, and improve your life. Study hard and get a good job. Most people think that in order to get rich, you need to have a high-paying job like a doctor or a lawyer, but this is not true. The richest people in the world are business owners. Doctors and lawyers who own businesses make more money than doctors and lawyers who work for someone else. Another thing to remember is that getting good grades doesn't necessarily mean you will have a successful career. In today's age of information abundance, there are many different paths to success. This is why students who get good grades often end up working for students who got C's. Sure, it makes sense to study hard, but that is because you should be doing your best in everything you do. Just remember that getting out there and actually doing things is how the world is changed for the better, and this is how you gain true wealth. You have no control over your destiny. The belief that you have no control over your destiny is a common one. Many people believe that their future is determined by factors outside of their control, such as their family background, their economic circumstances, or even the alignment of the stars. While it is true that some of these factors may influence your life in some ways, it is important to remember that you have the power to choose your own path. You may not be able to control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. The choices you make today will determine the course of your tomorrow. So whatever your destiny may be, remember that you have the power to shape it. Poor people often become more religious because they have no other choice. They pray that there is heaven and that they will be rewarded for their hard work. But this is not the only reason why they are poor. Another reason is that these people tend to believe too much in destiny, and this is one of the main reasons that separates the wealthy from the poor. Wealthy people believe in crafting their own destinies. They know that they are not supposed to be spectators in life, but rather storytellers who create a life worth living. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. William Shakespeare. You will always get what you deserve. Unfortunately, this isn't always true, as bullies can have wonderful lives with no consequences for their past actions. Some of them even become really successful, but in general, you get what you create for yourself. If you want opportunities, wealth, and a loving family, you have to work for them. That's why many people are single. They haven't put in the work to become worthy of someone else. But don't worry, you can change that. Start by getting off the couch and fixing your flaws. Then life will start looking at you differently. Remember, you're the only one responsible for your life. Sunday is rest day. A lot of people are unaware of this secret. You make more money on Sundays when everyone else is off. When other people are not working, you make progress in life. This is how you become wealthy. But even God took a day off on the seventh day, right? He did this because he had just created the universe in 6 days and wanted to see how it all turned out. You did nothing for 6 days and now you want to sleep in on Sundays? Did you just create the world and everything in it? No? So, what are you taking a break from? When you look back, you'll see that the week you're complaining about was probably more about whining than it was about work. Think of it like this. For every Sunday you work, you're getting an extra week ahead. Work every Sunday for a year, and you'll likely be over 1 year ahead of everyone else. You won't make it in life without good connections. Poor people unknowingly cut the wings of creative people by thinking that only a certain group of people can be successful or have money. They often believe that people only make it in life because of special relationships they already have with the rich and powerful. But this isn't true. People are always looking for new opportunities to grow and be successful. If you do great work and show it to others, they will appreciate it. And if they like it, they will want to connect with you. With hard work and persistence, you will come to realize that you don't really need these good connections to achieve greater heights. Though to be honest, it sure doesn't hurt to have them, but don't let yourself get bogged down in the false belief that you need them. Cut down on expenses. Simply spending less won't be enough to be rich. The only way to build a fortune is to significantly increase your income. It won't matter if you spend thousands of dollars on your clothes, food, accessories, or any other luxuries every week when you make 10 times as much. Well, of course, saving and financial discipline make a lot of sense, but it's mostly about the income. The more money you have, the easier it is. You should aim to have more than enough money to support yourself, some to invest, and the rest to enjoy. It isn't just about cutting down expenses, it is about living within your means. Work for money. Stephen Richards said that it's not about working for money, it's about having money work for you. It is important to work hard and be determined, but you also have to be careful. If you only work for money, it will always feel like you are in poverty. The real way to be successful is to solve bigger problems than anyone else and find better solutions. This means that you might have to work a lot and sacrifice some time or sleep, but as long as there is an opportunity for something good to happen, it will likely be worth it. Did we take you on a trip down memory lane? Which of these have you heard people say? What other advice did your parents give you? Do you have any stories to share? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please click like, subscribe, and enable the notification bell button so you'll be the first to see our next video. Thank you for watching! As always, we want to thank you for staying with us to the end by giving you a bonus. This is how we do things in this household, or the classic, while you're under this roof, you listen to me. What if what they're saying is nonsense and counterproductive? What if the house is chaotic? Why don't we try something new instead of doing things the same old way? Then comes the pride and yada yada yada. On the surface, it may seem like a harmless way to enforce rules and maintain order. However, this phrase can also be interpreted as a way of exerting power and control. When used in this way, it can make the children feel like they are not allowed to question the rules. Questioning is a healthy way for kids to learn to understand why things are the way they are, and can be a key ingredient in being successful. Using phrases like these can also create an environment of fear and intimidation, where people are afraid to speak up or express their own needs. Sadly, people prefer familiarity, even if it is harmful to them in the long run. They remain in abusive relationships because it's what they're used to. They stick with a job that doesn't pay well because, in a way, it's comfortable. And they repeat the same bad advice because it's what their parents taught them and it's familiar. But the problem with thinking you know everything is that it traps you and everyone else in the past. Let's all work to build a brighter future. Well, that's it for today. See you!